Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So, back at the beginning of 2024, I released a video where I had sat down and come up with 24 goals for 2024. Now, we are already more than halfway through the year of 2024, so I thought I would pop in and quickly let you know how I'm getting on with those goals. You know, just like a little halfway point check-in. Now, obviously, I'm going to try and get all, if not as many, of these 24 goals completed by the end of the year. Now, some of them are already complete and some of them are ongoing for me. So we're going to quickly run down the list and see where we are with these goals. And I'm actually quite pleased with where we're at, what stage we're at, what we've got done. But there's still plenty more to go, guys. I'm not sure if I will hit all 24, but that's okay. Because if I don't hit them this year, they can roll over for next year, and maybe I can do 25 goals for 2025. Who knows? But this is just a halfway point video to keep me, what's the word? I'm having a brain fart. I do apologise. Accountable. Keep me accountable for where I'm at with this thing that I started. So they are still on the scrappy bit of paper that I originally wrote them on. That's what I've got in front of me. Now, the first goal that was on the list is the Impkin Cal. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, you know that we are halfway done with that. So we are halfway to completing that, guys. And I have no intentions of throwing in the towel and not completing it. So we are well on our way to achieving the Impkin Cal. Now, if you are not familiar with the Impkin Cal, basically, you need to go and check out my Impkin playlist, and you need to go and check out Amanda as well, because it is a collaboration between me and Amanda, Obsessive Crochet Lady, where we are using the Impkin book by Megan Lapp, and we are asking you guys to vote on what our Impkin should look like. And if you don't know what an Impkin is, you definitely need to go and check it out. And we are making one every 2 months, which means by the end of the year, we should have 6 Impkins completed. We already have 3 done. So like I said, we are halfway there with that goal. So that is exciting. The next goal was to finish hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday. Now, at the time you are seeing this, there are only 3 left until we have completed all 100 tiles. Again, if you are not familiar with what Tile of the Week Thursday is, there is a playlist on my channel. Do you know what? I will link the Impkin playlist and the Tile of the Week playlist so you can check it out and know exactly what I am going on about. But in short, I got gifted a book of crochet tiles, 100 of them in that book, in Happy Mail, and I made the pledge that I was going to make all 100, one a week, until they were done. We had a couple of breaks for the 2 Christmases that have been and gone, but we are only 3 away from doing all 100, so that is going to be a big fat tick off the list as well. So both the Impkins and the tiles are definitely on track to being completed, which makes me so very excited. The third goal that was on the list was to reach 2,000 subscribers, and we smashed that, guys. We smashed that earlier this year. We are over 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. I am so pleased that I managed to achieve that goal this year, but I wouldn't have done it without each and every one of you shouting me out, coming and supporting me, getting my channel name out there, loving on me as hard as what you do. I wouldn't have a channel without each and every one of those 2,000 plus subscribers we now have. So yeah, maybe next year's goal is to get to 3K. Who knows? Who knows? But yes, we smashed the 2K subscribers, which is phenomenal. A lot of us podcasters or content creators say that we don't ever imagine just one person watching. So when you hit these higher milestones, it really is just mind-blowing that so many of you enjoy what I put out on the internet. But I am so thankful that you do. I love making my content for you, and it is just such a buzz to know that a lot of you enjoy spending your time with me, because it makes it so worthwhile. I love it. This is what I do for fun, to be with like-minded fibre yarny peeps, and you are all amazingly special. So thank you for letting me smash that goal. That goal is done. Okay, the next goal on the list, the fourth one, was to donate to a charity, and I have done that, guys. You may remember I was making the rainbow 6-inch hexagons. They were sent off to NHAP, or Needles, Hooks, Angels and Premies, which is a charity here in the UK where I am from. And those hexagons will be stitched together at headquarters to make blankets for what we call rainbow babies. Now, a rainbow baby, if you are not familiar with the term, is a baby born after the storm and heartbreak of losing a baby, whether it be miscarriage, stillbirth, however that baby is lost. A baby that comes after it is a rainbow baby, because after every storm there is a rainbow, and these rainbow hexagons make a beautiful blanket to wrap that rainbow bundle of joy and welcome it into the world. So I made 69 hexagons and sent them off to the charity. So yes, that is another goal done. Yes, this is going very, very well. Okay, the fifth goal was to label my library completely. Now, again, I have a playlist for that segment. I will put that playlist in the description box if I can. This is where my library of pattern books, I am picking a book or a couple of books off of my shelves, and I sit in front of the camera and I show you what patterns are or what creations are in the books, and then I use little sticky notes like these, and I earmark my top 3 favourite creations that I want to make from those books. Now, the reason why I'm doing it, the reason why I am labelling my library, is because it's very easy sometimes when you are lucky enough to have a good book stash, pattern stash, magazine stash, whatever you have. I have all of the above, and I have binders of printed off patterns as well. Yes, it's a whole separate hobby to crochet. We haven't got time to go into that, but it is very easy to sometimes not forget, but just lose sight of what books you have on your shelves. And then if the fancy takes you, you pull off a book and you've already marked what top 3 patterns you want to make. It makes making decisions on what to make so much easier. So I have decided to label my library in that way. Now, it isn't done completely, but we are smashing that goal. I have done several label my libraries. A big chunk of my books have already been labelled. So I am super confident that by the end of the year that will be another goal completed as well. We're doing good, guys. At this rate, that's 5 that I will be able to tick off. Amazing. 5 out of 5. So I don't think it's going to stay that way, but let's keep going with the list. Goal number 6 was to finish the hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cal. That was a crochet along, make along that the lovely crafty Moo Sarah did on her channel, and it finished in May of this year, and I did complete it. I joined in every single month because it was such a gorgeous little crochet along that Moo did. Her videos are over on her channel. I will link her channel down below for you to go and check her out. And yeah, it was amazing. It was all flower themed, so as long as it was like plants, flowers, of those themes, and it could have been crochet, knitting, painting, drawing, colouring, clay art, macrame, however you wanted to do a plant themed item, and it was crafty, you could send it into Moo once a month, and if you participated for the whole year, you were put into a prize drawing. And I did all 12 months, I did all 12 entries, and I got it done. So that one is completed. And if you're not familiar with my lovely Moo, like I said, I have got her channel link down in the description. Go check her out. She is fan dabby dozy, and I love her millions. I really do. So that's 6 out of 6. I know some of them aren't quite complete, but they will be. They will be. Goal number 7 was to revisit Tunisian crochet, and I have done that, guys. I joined in with the lovely Linan over at Nina's Knots Crochet. I will link her channel down in the description box. Again, if you have not checked out Linan, you are missing out. She is awesome and wonderful, and I love her heaps as well. She started doing a series called Tunisian Tuesdays, and because I wanted to revisit Tunisian, I did those Tunisian Tuesdays with her, where to begin with, she was taking a variety of stitches, one a week, and walking us through how to do them. Her tutorials were so clear and so easy to follow along with, and I did make several washcloths out of the stitches that she featured. Now, I kind of dropped off when she started getting into let's make a bigger project together, because I just have the straight Tunisian hooks. I don't have the ones with the cables. And the first project that they chose to do, you needed the cables because you needed to be able to do it in the round. And also, I was honest about it when I was telling everyone about my Tunisian stuff, that I'm just not that keen. I can do it, but I don't enjoy it as much as the traditional crochet. But I gave it a jolly good go. I love the fact that Linan did this on her channel, and she made it so easy for me to be able to understand and join in. It's just not my thing, and that's okay. Those of you that love it, all power to you, and all power to Linan. She is fabulous. She is far more talented than she gives herself credit for. But I did revisit it. I did several stitches, several washcloths. So I feel that I can tick that one off and say that one is completed. But you won't see me doing a lot of Tunisian here, guys. It's just not my bag, and that's okay. The next one was I wanted to introduce a series called Stitch Saturdays. Now, I think I only ever did 3 or 4 of those. I might revisit it a bit more later in the year when I have a little bit more time. But for me, I'm just not that comfortable at doing tutorials, guys. I tried it, and you guys told me that I was doing fabulous, but it just stresses me out. It puts me under pressure. I don't think I've got the right equipment to be able to do it nicely. I wasn't happy with how they turned out. I just don't know if I'm in the right headspace or have the right equipment to be able to do tutorials right now, and it's not something that I'm going to stress or pressure myself to do. So I did try it. I did do 3 or 4. I don't know if that's enough to be able to say that one's completed, but there is a playlist, so I am going to say that it's done thinking about it. And I might come back to it if I get better equipment, or if I get more confident in my abilities to teach you on camera, then it may come back. But for the minute, I'm kind of putting that one on the back burner because it's just not my thing at the moment. The next one is Magazine Makes, another new segment that I was going to introduce, and that one is going great guns. There aren't that many episodes because I am actually picking quite large projects to do for these Magazine Makes. Now, back last year, you will remember, if you've been here a little while, that I did a segment called Magazine Mondays, and that is because I have a huge collection of Simply Crochet magazines upstairs. And I showcased each and every magazine that I had in my stash, but I also told you that I hadn't actually gotten around to making much from them. So this year I made it one of my goals that I was actually going to start making some of the things from some of the magazines, and I am now currently on project number 3. Now, like I said, it doesn't sound like a lot, but they are bigger projects, so that is another playlist that I can put down in the description box for those that want to check it out. I am on project number 3, and I am going to keep going with Magazine Mondays. It is making me accountable. It is helping me in lots of ways, and definitely I will be able to tick that one off by the end of the year. That one was a success. Okay, the next one was make at least one sweater, and I did do that, and that was actually one of the Magazine Makes, believe it or not. So that one is done and dusted. I did one of the sweater patterns from one of the magazines, and it was a whole drama because I ran out of yarn, and then one of my lovely yarny friends rescued me by sending me some, and it got completed. It is not the jumper that I am wearing today. It's not the sweater I'm wearing today, but I have done that. That is a goal that is completed. So yes, another one bites the dust. The next goal was to make more Christmas items. I have not made a single Christmas item yet this year, guys. There is still half the year to go, so there is still plenty of time for me to be able to tick that one off. But as of yet, it's a big because I have not done one. So that is a... The next one is do some more mosaic pieces. Now, if you have been around, you will know that I am planning to do the Fairy Dust Cowl by Rosina Plain. And just between you and me, I have started that one. So that one will be able to be ticked off when it is completed. I have a long, long way to go, but I am enjoying each and every stitch. And I am so glad that I put to do some more mosaic on my list because I do love it. I really enjoy it. I am using an overlay mosaic pattern and I do prefer overlay to inset. So I am enjoying it. But yes, that will be tickable, just not quite yet. I'm in progress with that one. The next is actually make some of the Label My Library selections. Now that one is a big... I haven't made one so far this year. But like I keep saying, there's still the other half of the year to go. So maybe, just maybe, I will be able to tick that one off later in the year. Fingers crossed. The next is finally use my Swift and cake up a hank. That is another haven't done that one yet. I still haven't mustered up the courage to do that, and I haven't actually needed to cake up a hank for a project. And I know that a lot of people advise you not to cake up hanks until you are ready to use them. So I don't know if that one will get done, but it is a big fat flop for a minute. So that's a nope. The next one was to make more vloggy videos. That is another haven't done that either. There's just not enough hours in the day right now. If my life slows down a little bit, it may be something that I could consider and it could be completed by the end of the year. But as it stands right now, there are not vloggy videos on my channel. Okay, the next one is a biggie, and I'm telling you now, it is going to be crossed off by the end of the year, and that is order from Ice Yarns for the first time. I still haven't done it, guys, still haven't made my first order, but I am determined to cross that one off the list this year, so watch this space. The next one is take part in Stash Down 2024. I have entered every month so far. I have been doing it. I have been holding myself accountable for all the yarn that I have been using. And I have been submitting my figures to Queen's Crafts by Bridget. If you are not familiar with her, this is her baby. And it is where we are using yarn from our stash that was bought or gifted to us prior to 2024. Any of that yarn can count for your stash down statistics, and it is amazing, guys. It is incredible seeing how much you can bash from your stash. So Bridget, again, thank you for a fabulous idea. Guys, if you don't know Bridget, she is my yarny sis. I love her so much, and I love this segment so much. I will put that playlist in my description box as well. But do go over and click on that link for Bridget's channel down in my description box. You will not be disappointed. She is a force to be reckoned with, and I love the bones of her. So yes, I can actually say that I have taken part in Stash Down 2024 every month so far. The next one was to do a monthly pattern giveaway, and I can tick that one off so far. Every month there has been a hidden pattern giveaway in one of my videos, and every month so far I have actually done a prize drawing for it. So I am on target for that one as well, guys. And that's why you need to keep watching, because you never know when a hidden giveaway is going to pop up in one of my videos. Then the next one was to always have a cinnamon stitches item on my hooks, and that one I am definitely on target for completing, because there has not been a moment this year where there hasn't been a cinnamon stitches pattern on my hooks. I will leave Cinnamon Stitches channel link in my description. Most of you will already be familiar with her, but just in case some of you aren't, her channel link will be in my description box. I love her. She is amazing. and I will continue to make cinnamon stitches items for the rest of the year. I currently have the Miss Libby shawl on my hooks. I have made 2 blankets using her patterns and tutorials. I have made an apron. Yeah, there's been plenty that I have done this year from cinnamon stitches, so I am well on the way to completing that one. And if you haven't checked out Jen's tutorials, go do it, guys. Honestly, if it's a wearable, she goes up to a 5X. She is size inclusive. It feels like you're just sitting with your friend and she's telling you how to make something. Honestly, I love her. I love her style, and I will continue to support her for the rest of the year and beyond. So yes, that one will be a big tick on the list. The next one was to make more hugs for people, and I have definitely done that, because actually one of the other things that I made from cinnamon stitches was the Mulberry Street shawl wrap. I made that, I gifted it to Puddin, so that's another cinnamon stitches that I've done, and it's a hug. And I also have 2 hugs on my hooks right now, another cinnamon stitches, the Miss Libby shawl, and a filet crochet wrap that I am making. So yes, I am making hugs, and I am increasing the amount of hugs, so that one will be a success as well. The next one was to save up my YouTube checks to get a PO box. That one is probably not going to be hit this year. There have been several months this year where I haven't made the minimum on my channel in order to get paid. Not moaning, just telling you facts. So if I don't get a check, I can't save it for a PO box, right? If I don't hit my minimum, YouTube don't pay me, therefore I can't save it, therefore I can't get a PO box. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I have had to scale back a little bit on the content that I produce, and I haven't been doing as many lives as I used to because I'm always so tired, and that has had an impact on my channel. I'm also not getting as many thumbs or views as I once was. So yeah, there's a lot going on, which means that that isn't possible, but that's okay. We can try again next year, right guys? The next one is potentially think about doing craft fairs and make some inventory. Now, this one is a tricky one. I haven't done a specific craft fair, but I have sold a few of my crochet makes at the car boots sales that I've been doing, or the trunk sales, as you guys across the pond would say. I basically go to a field with my car full of goodies. I open up my trunk, or what we call the car boot. I display all of my wares outside of my car, and then I sit in my car boot, my trunk, and sell my stuff to the people that wants to buy it. So far I have sold 3 or 4 loveys. Now I know it's not a lot, but it's still crochet that I've sold, so I don't know if that one can actually be ticked off, but it's a kind of sort of semi-ish. So that's where we are with that one. The next one is to do Christmas card exchange 2024. I will be able to tick that one off, but we're nowhere near Christmas yet. So that one is that will be in progress and done later in the year, but it will happen, guys, I promise. And then the last one is to make crochet socks for the first time, and I haven't done that yet, but there is still half of the year to go. Plenty of time to get that one done, and I'm pretty confident that I can do that. So that is a catch up of where I'm at with my 24 goals, for 2024. And there are a fair few that I have ticked off, nearly ticked off, and pretty sure that I will tick off. So there may be half a dozen or so that might have to go over to 2025, but we still have 6 months of the year to go. We are only at the halfway point, so anything can happen. It can all change. I may still be able to tick them all off. Who knows? We have to wait and see what the next half of the year brings, but I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. I am motivated for it. And having this list of goals really does help you achieve much more than you may necessarily without any kind of focus with your makes and what you want to do. So I think it works for me. I am super stoked with my progress, and I'm happy that you're coming along for the ride with me, guys. And then at the end of the year, we'll come back and we'll be able to say for sure what I managed to do and what I didn't. So wish me luck to get a few more ticked off over the next 6 months. and we will revisit all of this, like I said, at the end of the year. Please do check out any of my Yarny friends that I have mentioned. Their channel links are in the description box. Go and show some Yarny love. Spread the Yarny love by subscribing and watching a bit of their content. Tell them Manfa sent you if you want, but it's not a requirement. And do check out some of my playlists down below for some of the things that I have mentioned on this list, for you to get a better understanding of what I'm talking about, especially if you are new. If you are new, hi, welcome, thank you for giving me a chance. I'm just a nutter from the UK who sits in front of her beautiful yarn and just talks about all the yarny, fibery crochet things, and I always waffle, speak too much, and I don't edit, so I have to leave in all the blunders as well. So if that sounds like something you want to stick around for, please do. You are more than welcome here. Let your friends know about me, and let's build the Yarny family here at Manfa's Makes as much as we can. It would be absolutely awesome. Anyway, guys, I've got to head off because I am actually filming this on Saturday, and I am actually going live in 20 minutes. So I need to get off of here so that I can go live. Obviously, by the time you're watching this, the live has been and gone, but I need to go. So thank you very much for being here today. I always appreciate your time, and I love you absolute billions. But until I see you in the next one, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, take care of yourselves, love you loads.